Hello everyone, it's the end of another week at City Hall, and I try each week to give you an update on the things that have happened and some of the things that you can expect in the week to come. This past week, on Wednesday, we held a public hearing in the City Council chambers regarding a high energy overlay district amendment to our zoning ordinance, specifically relative to the current cryptocurrency mining facilities that are in Niagara Falls. Right now, we are aware of two operating facilities. One is located on Buffalo Avenue, and another is located on Frontier Avenue. The public hearing, which is required, gave residents an opportunity, those especially who live next to these facilities, to let their voice be heard. I believe that it's important for the public's voice to be heard in an organized and dignified manner. This public hearing allowed for that and allowed them to come in and let the planning board know about their experiences living next to these sites. Dozens of residents attended, and many spoke publicly about their experiences, describing the constant noise and the experience that they have at all hours of the day with little or no end or reprieve. I spent a portion earlier this week of the day down in the Buffalo Avenue, General Buffalo Avenue area, handing out flyers and inviting residents and talking to them about their experience. I have to tell you, I was down there, and during the portion of the day that I was there, I could hear it. It's noticeable. If you're in that area, you certainly can't avoid the constant humming. And sometimes it gets louder and it's more like a roar. And so we heard an awful lot from some of the residents. One woman actually indicated that she's resorted now to wearing earplugs at night so that she can get a good night's sleep, and she was unable to do that. So the reality is this is impacting people's health. And so our administration, along with putting together stop work orders and cease and desist orders, requested of the council, and the council approved a moratorium in December of last year. That moratorium was set to expire, and we still hadn't had the appropriate ordinance ready, and so they've extended it through to mid-September. Between now and then, we hope that this ordinance amendment will be approved, and then ultimately give the city the opportunity for enforcement in order to be able to ensure that while these industries are welcome to operate in the city, we appreciate their investment in their businesses. They'll do so, though, as a more responsible neighbor to the residences that they are close to. The quality of life for our residents is most important, and so our offer is to develop an ordinance that would put rules and restrictions on these companies. Obviously, it serves two purposes. The first is to allow the residents living near these facilities to enjoy the quality of life of their homes. And second, to permit these businesses to operate in the city of Niagara Falls in a way that's consistent with the neighborhoods to which they are adjacent. Technically, these businesses are operating without any appropriate zoning. So as a matter of fact, they're currently illegal. This zoning ordinance will be able to provide them with a legal space to operate. They will also have to obtain permits and site plans with regard to any expansion that they hope to achieve, as well as the fact that the facilities that they may utilize, whether they are shipping containers or any other structure, is going to have to comply with the New York State Building Code. The New York State Building Code addresses things like fire, prevention hazard. It involves the free entry and exit of individuals that may be going in and out of these structures. It provides for fire suppression and other safety requirements that right now don't exist. So our hope is that with the passage of this ordinance, we will be able to get the attention of the industry, who yesterday, one of the members of the industry, a gentleman by the name of Mackenzie, came and actually admitted that he acknowledged that it was noisy and that they were trying to fix it. And his facility is on Frontier Avenue. So it's not as though they don't know the disruption that they're causing. And so now it's our effort to try and get some relief for residents, as well as to compel compliance with certain restrictions that we believe are appropriate within this zoning ordinance. The planning board will decide to give this referral to the city council for their ultimate approval. Personally, I'd like to thank all of the people who came out. So many of them spoke exactly what we had hoped they would express to the planning board, and we're happy that they were able to have the chance to do that. We will continue to work toward bringing business and development to the city, but we always have to be concerned with the quality of life that those businesses bring as well, the impact rather on the quality of life of our residents. So while we welcome new business, and we certainly welcome the advance of technology businesses into Niagara Falls, always has to be done with an eye toward how are they impacting the quality of life of our residents. So we'll continue to be vigilant on that point. I want to remind everyone that we're quickly coming upon the end date to file an application to join our police department. Joining law enforcement, I know for some may be a difficult choice, but let me just say this. As police departments go, I can say with confidence that our police department is not only well led, but I think among the rank and file police officers, as well as the rank and file police brass, they are great young men and women who are serving their community and doing a great job at it, being invested in the community, working with other community organizations to help protect our city. So if you've thought about entering law enforcement and serving our community, you have the opportunity now. There's still time to apply. August 3rd is the last date, Wednesday, August 3rd, to accept applications. The exam will be on September 17th. You have to be between the ages of 19 and 35 to apply, and you must turn 20 by the time you graduate from our law enforcement academy. All of the requirements for the exam are on our website, and so you can go to a link that's located there. Just go to NiagaraFallsUSA.org, click on the jobs category along the left side of the page. Toward the bottom of the page, you'll see information about the police exam, as well as additional information about applications and any other questions that you may have. You may recall that we have previously announced that through our use of American Rescue Plan funding, we have developed a grant program for minority and women-owned businesses. These grants, if you are a certified business, are up to $50,000, and those that are not certified would be eligible for $25,000. To qualify, the majority of the ownership of your business must be a member of the minority community or female. We launched the program a few months ago. We want to remind everyone to make application. Funding is still available. Again, you can look at our Facebook pages or go to our website, again, NiagaraFallsUSA.org, for more information on application and requirements. As the summer continues to heat up, it's a reminder that while we're expecting temperatures in the low to mid 80s, our splash pads and pools continue to be open Thursday through Sunday from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. The 91st Street Pool, Center Court Pool, the Splash little pool over at D'Amelio Park, as well as the Hyde Park Splash Pad are all open and free for use. Remember, we were restricted because of some limitations on lifeguards, and so as some of our lifeguards go back to school, we may be making some adjustments on those last few weeks of the season, but we will continue to keep them open for you. The Hyde Park pool, as you know, was not open this summer. First, we didn't have enough lifeguards. As I indicated, it's a larger pool. It requires more lifeguards to properly patrol it pursuant to New York State safety regulations. Second, the pool was in need of significant repairs. We have a video to show you of the work that's being done, a video that was taken last week. The men and women are working very hard to improve that pool. We're going to spend just under $1 million to repair that pool for the coming season. We hope that next year the big pool will be open. We'll have sufficient lifeguards and be able to open it for you. Again, as we have announced a couple of times, there are 2 programs in our city for the purpose of making communication to residents easier and communication from residents easier. The first is our 311 hotline. The 311 hotline allows you to be able to, if you notice a problem, you can communicate directly to City Hall. You do that by contacting 311 from your cell phone. If you don't have a cell, you would dial 716-286-4311, and you'll actually speak to a live person at a call center. That person, once they identify what your concern is, will direct you to the appropriate department for further information. As the 311 system begins to evolve, you'll actually be given a ticket number, and then you'll be able to track your concern through the system in order to be able to see where it is in terms of our workforce being able to get at it. Remember, our public works and parks people are working very hard. They could probably use, all of our departments could probably use 25% more people, but I know the men and women at Parks and Public Works are working very hard to accomplish all of the things that they typically do, as well as addressing all the concerns that you raise. The other item is our text alert system. Text alerts are free. They're our way to communicate to you about important things, whether there's road work going on, when school opens again, school closings, community events, issues that might pop up from our friends at the Water Authority. So this program allows you to get this information without having to do anything other than log in. You can opt in or opt out at any time. All you have to do to sign up is scan the QR code that you'll see on a screen and text resident to get started. Or you can text the word resident to 716-FALLS-23. 716-FALLS-23. That is 716-325-5723, and sign up. We won't spam you. We're not collecting any of your information. We just want to make it easy to provide you with information about events that are happening in the community or important information that you need as a resident. So if you haven't signed up, please sign up today. I think you'll find it most informative and beneficial for you. This also marks the last time that Ann Horrenda will be working with us. She has been the spearhead behind so many of these programs, text alerts, and all of the productions that you've seen as a resident, whether it's been our network TV commercial that'll come out on Friday at the 6 o'clock news hour on channels 2 and 4, some of the videos that you've seen with regard to cryptocurrency or Centennial Park, all of those things have been as a result of the talent that Ann Horrenda has brought to the Public Information Office that we have here. We recognize here in city government that oftentimes we are a place where people come, develop additional skills, do some things, and then obviously other opportunities come along. And that's happened, fortunately, for Ann. So we congratulate her on her new opportunity, thank her for her service to the city of Niagara Falls, and wish her well. This weekend, we're going to have the ride for Roswell down at Old Falls Street around 4 o'clock. So if you're in the area on Saturday and you want to come down, please come on down and cheer on the riders. There are a million things going on in the community these days. People are just getting out and about, and it's good to see. And I'm happy that our residents are getting out again and enjoying the outdoors. So if you get out this weekend, please remember, be safe. Make sure that on the roads especially, you attend to bicyclists and others who are out there enjoying the summer weather. So I look forward to talking to you again next week. And again, be safe this weekend.